Good afternoon. Just catching a little day basketball, a little matinee basketball between the Portland Trail Blazers and the New York Knicks. Game is still going on. We just got under 9 minutes left to go. Obviously, a long way to go in the NBA. No lead is really safe, but the Knicks are up by 10 right now. It's 95-85. And this team has caught my eye this year. I have to say, my first two videos were a little bit more negative, talking about the Mets and what's transpired over the past couple of weeks. Even though I've also said in those videos that I still think they still have the chance to be pretty good, and I do acknowledge that. But now I want to talk a little Knicks basketball here on this video. A couple of minutes. This team looks like they are definitely heading in the right direction. Tom Thibodeau has got this team going. This is the most I've watched of the Knicks in a long time. Obviously, I mean, I've been a fan of the Knicks, but this team has really started to capture my attention. I see that they're playing with heart. I see that they're hustling. I see that R.J. Barrett, turns out he's developed into quite the player. They're well coached. Julius Randle's becoming an all-star. Like I said, Barrett so far looks like he's delivering, although he's still got room to grow, room to get better. As the game is on in the background, I'm keeping my eye on it. So, but this Emmanuel quickly. I mean, I was reading something the other day that in the city where Brooklyn has the big three, Kyrie, Durant, and James Harden, the most popular player in New York City basketball right now is Emmanuel Quickley, and rightfully so. He was a late first-round pick, but this kid, I mean, he is Moneyball with his shooting, and he plays with a lot of energy and a lot of fire, something that this Knicks team has lacked for many a years. They are looking like they're doing it the right way. And there's no guarantee they're even making the playoffs this year. But when you were, as a Knicks fan, when every year you saw this team winning no more than like 20, 25 games out of 80, I mean, it was pitiful for quite a long time. And yes, while there's still a long way to go, and they're nowhere near ready to be a championship contender at this point in time, they are looking like they're heading toward the right path here. And when you start making good moves, whereas they were trying to do the quick fix in the past, and it wasn't necessarily working for them. The slow, methodical approach. Even I admit I'm one of the most impatient fans out there. I want to win. It looks like the slow, methodical building through the draft and collecting assets. It looks like it may be starting to pay off for this ball club. As they're up by 10. Looks like they just got a goaltend, so we're up by 12 points against the Blazers, and the Blazers are a high-scoring team from the West. So, and last week I watched most of this game against the Clippers, and even though we didn't beat the Clippers, we matched up with them right till the very end. They just pulled away because they're one of the elite teams. But I'm watching the Knicks, and this team they're definitely heading in the right direction. I love watching Emmanuel Quickley. I love watching the development of R.J. Barrett. And I like Julius Randle becoming an all-star, and Mitchell Robinson was a solid player. Could definitely use another scorer, though. I know Zach LaVine has been rumored to be in the trade conversation. I don't know what the cost would be to get Zach LaVine from the Bulls, but I would not mind him as an option. I believe Kawhi Leonard might be available in free agency. I don't think he's signed an extension with the Clippers yet. He might make it to free agency this year. We don't know. Obviously, but the thing about the NBA is you definitely need a superstar in order to compete for a contender for a title. And obviously, the Knicks don't have a superstar. They're building a bunch of players, building a decent team. And there's still room to grow for Quickley. There's still room to grow for R.J. Barrett. There's still room to grow for Mitchell Robinson. There's still room to grow for Julius Randle. These guys are all good players. I don't think we can't qualify any of them as superstars just yet. Again, these superstars in the East belong, unfortunately, to our crosstown rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, with James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. And you got in Milwaukee, you've got Giannis, obviously. The Celtics are up there. So the Knicks aren't ready. Like I said, they're not quite there to compete with the big boys just yet. But hopefully, if they can land a legit elite scorer, if Zach LaVine is put in that category. Or like I said, I believe Kawhi might be available in free agency. I don't know. He was singing praise about R.J. Barrett the other day, so who knows if he does make it to free agency. And we're just up by 14 points now, so hopefully we can hang on and beat the Blazers here. But it looks like, bottom line is, it's starting to become feeling good to become a Knicks fan, and watching this team grow and get better. And I think we're gonna be close to a playoff team. So again, not anywhere near ready to be contending for a national championship at this time. When you got the Bucks, you got the Nets, you got the Sixers, you got the Celtics, you got teams that are just better right now. And of course, the West, you've got the two LA teams that are elite. So we got a ways to go, but I like the path that we're heading towards. And like I said, the Knicks have caught my eye this year. And whenever fans are allowed back in MSG, I'll definitely love to watch them in person. But anyways, just giving a brief summary of some positivity regarding the future of the Knicks. I like what I see. Like I said, this Emmanuel Quickly's been a find. He's been a spark plug, and he's only going to get better. And Randall's, like I said, liking what Randall's developed into. I do like what I see out of Barrett. Obviously, we as Knicks fans were all disappointed we didn't end up with Zion as a number one overall pick. But and we missed out on Kyrie and Durant to the crosstown rivals. But it looks like it's the Knicks are slowly getting there, slowly coming together, slowly becoming a decent team again. And like I said, I'm sure the fans will be rocking once COVID is under control and fans are allowed back at MSG again. So anyways, just want to leave it at that. And let me know your thoughts. I recently changed my subscription channel to Nicky New York Sports because I'm going to dedicate this channel to mainly talking Mets, Jets, Knicks, and Rangers, with some other topics here and there, but predominantly Mets, Jets, Knicks, and Rangers. And we'll go talk about other things that maybe we want to address. But the whole point of this channel is to try to be positive, and even though which is contrary to my first two videos, but it was more necessarily just a bit of a rant, a bit of a rage, just to get off my chest, because I still wasn't thrilled about the Trevor Bauer situation and how that went down, and I'm just speaking from a disappointed fan that we didn't end up with more, but at the same time starting to acknowledge the Mets could still be pretty decent. I know I'm switching, but the bottom line is I'm feeling more positive watching this Knicks team right now, and I'm going to try to keep this channel as positive as I possibly can. But if we need to vent, that's what this channel is there for as well. That's what I want to preach, because I am a passionate fan, and there's going to be times where this is therapeutic for me. And if I decide to do a little bit of ranting, then like I said, it's meant to be therapeutic and actually positive for me in the long term. That this is an outlet. So, and if anybody is, like I said, anybody interested in subscribing to this channel and giving me support and giving me likes and talking about ways I can improve my, tell me, definitely. I want to try to grow this. I want to try to, because this is what I'm passionate about, and I want to share my passion. I've got a lot of respect for the other YouTube channels out there dedicated to sports talk. I love The Fan. I listen to them all the time, and NSNY columnists, because of the passion. And both good and bad. It's passion. That means you care. And that's what I want this channel to be. So whether you like these teams, or whether you just simply want to listen to what I have to say, like I said, I'll try to keep it entertaining. I'll try to keep it upbeat. If we need to vent, then I'll vent. But bottom line is this is therapeutic, and I'm doing this for not only myself, but hopefully for other passionate fans as well. And like I said, I want to grow this channel. Please, for those who watch my videos, please refer this. Tell me about ways I can get better, and I want to get my name out there. And I want to continue to grow this. So, again, thank you very much for those who are watching. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.